Show us that there is something in the tank for you here, Zeta, because I'm telling you now, PRX look sharp, they look deadly. And already Sugar Zero, first fight. He actually holds on for now, keeps his life and gets to maybe move away. Crow9 meets him with a grin and it's going, hey, this ain't bad as a start. You have to temper the pace that PRX are going to bring in. And a surrounded side. Zeta kind of just turn every element of this on its head. PRX leaving just Benkai here. I'm a little taken aback by this because it was quick and Zeta looked prepared. But again, this is only round one. Benkai pressed the corner. Benkai's down at Sugar Zero to find it, and it's flawless.
Point here of Haven, especially in the early round, is just Mind Freak here. I mean, unfortunately losing out on it. I think catches the headshot there. Sugar Zero closes it out. Again, spread a little thinner than maybe you'd expect here in the pistol round from PRX, but no real immediate point of contact found.
You and I'll be happy. My happiness aside, I've been looking for that for years. We are looking for those opening picks. If anyone's going to be punished, right? Is anyone going to overstep? Are they going to get a little ahead of themselves? And a massive rotation. I do hope that Zeta don't hit over rotations on this. You know, that anxiousness to deliver, to find, you know, the right place to be, and you can get really punished on that. But for now, it looks poised. It looks like the right place. The A side. Zeta are going to have 4 players here, 3 for real contact and 1 sitting on those back lines. We see the PRX are trying to close the gap. Now, this isn't a complete buy back in. It's certainly no force from PRX, but it's got a little bit of something to it. And they are sitting in dirty off angles. Going to be cautious of long, which is going to be kept in check. And for now, it's mostly effective. Divine, the only one to find much back, and it's a shutdown. Dep doing really well. There it is. Comfy stuff for Zeta and very well positioned.
They have a 17% success ratio in retakes here on Haven. So it's like they have to almost just prevent this from getting to the point where PRX are able to find these plants. That's on the flip side. Core day lobby. These engagements are so key in terms of Zeta finding.
Look at this pressure. It's a 3-play stack along. I think they've heard you. I think they know exactly what the script says. 10 going to find Forsaken. They can't quite recover the weapon for now. That would have been a lovely little boon to add to the treasure trove, but Jing's going to re-establish control, try and take this fight, and he loses depth. What? How dare he do this? Zeta, are you serious right now? Benkai on a swivel tries to do what he can, but outgunned and overwhelmed. It's Mind Freak. Cam's not looking good for this round, if I'm honest, but hopefully he's going to be all right in a 1v3, but the spike is deep in enemy territory. Mind Freak going for a walk. Lo and behold, it's a judge to the side, so that could be a couple of bot shots to the brain. It is Laz, good for it. That's 3 for Zeta. Best chance for Zeta. Map 2's not good, so they need a good start.
No, they almost have to do the unthinkable here. Like everything, logic leads you towards PRX here on Haven. This is a massive start for them to convert this round 3 as well.
Let off the gas. You have to keep greeting them with this same style of force, because PRX are always deadly. It's a powder keg just waiting for that match, that spark to be put to it. For now, they're fine. It's going to be a Shiko. I haven't said that much this time.
No, we haven't actually, yeah. There haven't been many.
No, there haven't. There's been like 2.
Well, G2 are out, so
oh.
The Shiko percentage immediately drops.
It's very sheer fall off of it. And it looks like a bit of a patient pinch. But again, right place, 3 players could be posted on the side of the map. A little bit of danger on the trade out here as Forsaken has done well. But again, right place, right time, right numbers. And Zeta again hold another round. It was costly, but at this point, you take them.
That's Tid down.
Yes, he was. He was completely kept out of the game.
I mean, the number of times he actually died first, it was something ridiculous, like 4 first deaths or something on the defensive arc. I mean, again, the game didn't last that long on Haven anyway, but...
But can you do it? Zeta they need to be proactive on the defensive side constantly, and they're doing it. This is such a... You live and die by this sword, right? It is such a hard game to keep doing, but they're trying it. They've walked mid. They've dry walked mid, with one kind of waiting to support through by Garage. First contact found. Dep with a beheading, going to take down Benkai. Needs to keep his life and get out of there. He has done. And 10's going to opt to back away as well. So they fall away with the early player advantage, and they slip into a deeper hold.
This operator investment here. You can see if Forsaken can make it work. One off the Blade Storm as well. Potential here to double down. Just forced away with that initial flash here, and
are they I wonder if they re-aggress. I'm curious, man. They're... Oh, don't do it. You're fine. It's fine. You're right. And it looks maybe like the plan for now is to then lean back towards the A site. And I'm
Laz's
looking if they're going to match this, right? If that rotation comes in correct from like depth, for example, if they're able to hit this, he needs to get there fast. That wasn't clean enough for Laz. He still stands the king of hearts himself. Has to deal with so much pressure on his side, but he's kept his life, which is imperative. He's held so much of this. A 1-for-1 trade's good, but Mind Freak going to break back in. The criminal in the night just going to steal away a frag, but it is still a player advantage for ZETA. This spike going to go down. Can't be denied just yet. No pressure off the back. Tell a lie. There it is. 10 dives in, and it's a swing, and it's a miss. Devi is down, and Patience turns to Paper, wearing awfully thin here for PRX. It's going to be 5 for ZETA.
Beautifully done. And again, it all starts on being proactive, finding that first blood. Performances here on Haven.
PRX, for a good game, for the sake of it, I want to see PRX hit a timeout, which I think they've just done, and re-establish control here, because they've come in with the most hyper-proactive lineup, agent selector I think they could have imagined seeing. You know, as soon as Reyna comes out, I'm like, okay, they want snowbally, they want fast, they want, you know, everything that suits PRX. Why not, right? There's always a chance. And early intention shown towards A-Long. Now, commitment seems actually like it's coming through. So again, you've got a bit of a switch up of the setup though. And Laz playing a little deeper this time. And as to why, you've now seen.
Very preemptive here. Again, just wanting to prevent them getting onto site and finding it. But actually, Forsaken going so deep here, he's going to find Sugar Zero.
He's not stopping either. He's going to power on forward. Benkai has to respect it. And there's no respect from Forsaken. Detaining Benkai for now, but it's going to be Jing to re-engage. They have to buy a little bit of time here, try and re-aggress towards the site, and they can't be caught in between. They have to commit, and Dep's going to do just that. Dives down, notes 2. The flash comes in, but the shot from the side. Benkai, uncaged, unchained, and Crow. Only so much to be done, and it is a bloodbath. Pressure to go beyond, outside the realms of reality. Now, the purchase is still just fine for ZETA in my mind. I think they're okay going forward. Quick bit of presence noted now towards Garage, and that's not just one rifle.
For the first time I've really seen any pressure towards Garage in the early round from PRX. Trailblazer in response here. Look how ZETA are playing now back towards spawn. Anticipating that they're going to follow through on this, but nothing as of yet from PRX, and ZETA actually feel as if they got a read on this. I'm going to send 4 towards A site here.
It's a little preemptive. Maybe a stab in the dark and hope at best.
So actually pinging out, so noting the alarm bot on B here. Actually 10 on the other side of it. Possibly to, yeah, I was going to say, just waiting to flash on contact. But Op's not to.
I've got
but we'll note that there's no push through onto B site itself.
Well, this looks like it's wrong place.
Seekers, they paint a big picture here.
And I don't think Laz can do much about this. Just playing his life is the best he can achieve, because PRX have found the perfect tempo to come back in with this now. Found a completely free C site. They pulled that rotation. I was worried about the over-rotation. I don't think that was the problem. It was kind of a gamble stack, really. That read towards A that just didn't quite find what they wanted. Quick pop flash. Devi is waiting for this. It's all a matter of timing, but he's not alone. Jing's by his side. And that's a whole lot of victims waiting on the other side. Laz! Huge denial! Keeps control of at least the numbers for now, and the retake begins. Back in through CT, they go. Forsaken still on the side, looks towards Garage. Laz again doubles down on delivery. Catch it off Devi. Devi goes up, and Forsaken still stands. The man, the beast, is tamed, is quelled this time. And it's Benkai, Mind Freak. Anything left in the tank? Mind Freak thinks so. Benkai as well. Benkai, he's still doing what he can, but it does not matter. Dep is there, and ZETA hold again.
With the ultimate popped as well. I think you noticed as well, Devi sat outside Garage here, a perfect opportunity to completely close off. Things fall apart for PRX here, and I gotta say, that's after getting a free site. Maximum 1 on that side of the map.
Yeah, this is literally against the odds sort of stuff we're seeing here. Clearly. Now 10's going to get a potential lot of information, yeah, huge, and there is still that swing coming in from Sewer, but it has been now dealt with. Dep's going to fall back a little, tries to find maybe that next position with that operator. Seek's going to come in, counter, perfect from Dep. Once more, but Vision gets removed. Jing looking to maybe close that gap, but Dep still stands. He's trying to do anything he can, but Jing is there. 10's gone. Crow, quick adjustment, he notes it. Dep, how is he alive right now? He's surrounded. There's enemies everywhere. A desperate shot goes astray as PRX hold the numbers this time. 3 in this. Spike going down, and this is where problems can really begin for ZETA.
Sugar Zero and Laz on the retake here. Only really Devi tagged up here down to 64 HP, and I think ZETA are considering holding on to what they've got, but just checking actually for the lurk here. They're still going to go for this.
absolutely crushed under the weight of this Laz. It's the reveal. He's found one. The trade is not there. Sugar Zero! He sprays! And he actually gets the job done. ZETA are pulling off retakes now against PRX.
Again, the unthinkable. Sugar Zero, the smoke criminal, just creates a little pocket of safety to get back onto site. And they absolutely punish with it.
I can't believe what we're seeing. This is, you know, normally statistics to me I think are absolutely useless. Throw them out the window. It doesn't tell you what the game's like, but we came into this with such concise, clear vision. This is absolutely garbage. There's nothing to it. This could be 8-1. When I said split was coming up, maybe, I really, you know, call me a doubter, I think most of us were. But how many times have we had our minds changed? It's early enough that it could be changed, though. Keep that in mind, that PRX can still maybe get a grip on this. But just the way they play, the way they are characterized, it feels like they have been found out. It feels like they've left their diary on the bedside table, and ZETA's had a good old read of it. Now they're sitting deep this round. They're allowing a little bit of exploration to happen. Now, B has been taken over, and as is Garage, and that's a bit of a problem for me, because now that's harder to work back in on.
First time match state. PRX going to follow through towards B site here. 10 actually going to find one. Forsaken will respond. Now got to post up, but 10, he finds another one.
How is 10 doing this depth there as well? They're trying to just move out of there for now. Sugar Zero going to relinquish a little bit of that control. Temper that aggression. They want none of it. The unrelenting aggression has been dampened. And look at this deep, he's got this cross. He's got this. He's absolutely got it, at least for one. That notes the player. They know where Forsaken is. This man is capable of incredible things. 1v3.
He has to.
He has to get that first pick. If he can get one of these picks, it's game on. Okay, I think he's been seen. He's going to opt for 10. Maybe not. Sugar Zero going to keep the attention drawn towards CT, but he hasn't been able to play out of this just yet. The flash didn't find him. It's a little bit of where he could be. Sugar Zero, the timing's perfect. ZETA playing as a pack animal here, moving as one. It's going to be 8 on the board, a resounding scoreline for this side. And I think everyone has just become a bit of a believer that this is going to be a map 3 game. Similar scenes, double stack on Long. This time double face on Long. 10! Just breaks his wrist to snap to Mind Freak. Dep's still posted, and Dep's still doing damage. Divine now, last one alive, and it's in the early rounds. It's in the first 30 seconds of the round. These guys just don't care. They're playing out of their minds. Dep!
It's the exact way you have to describe this attack here from PRX.
There's not much to it, is there?
How does 10 get 2?
That's a great question. They're feeling themselves, you can see it. They're brimming in confidence. They've come back out of this after a map one loss that was pretty up off the floor, and come back like this is something to be revered. And maybe a mistake here from Dep. He's going to be... He's still standing. He's still alive. But how is he still alive? There we go. Dealt with. Divine puts him in his grave. And now down to 4. It looks like they're going to just try and bully their way to the side. PRX unafraid. You can see Forsaken happy to lead the charge. But again, a second of time purchased. And now the lockdown comes in. They've been sent back again. Benkai now noted as well. Oh, parting gift. Nice. Forsaken still going to grab one. Always good for it in a quick rotation, maybe, but you're still going to have 2 players leaning on this side.
The alarm bot and sewers as well, but already the rotation comes through here. Sugar Zero will be called upon. Again, he's going to try and play around these smokes. Try and tuck himself into hell. Lads as well.
Laz is on an island here, man. Surely not. Yeah, done. Dealt with. Lacerated. Jin's going to find him. Sugar Zero, the smoke criminal himself, can't find the timing this time. Device stands, holds his ground, and Crow last to fall. PRX, quick rotation, a lot of dedication on that C site, and in my mind.
No, I mean, you'd almost expect with the way this is going, if PRX can squeeze out a couple of rounds, it's fine. I mean, it's almost...
Am I?
I think you're seeing what I'm seeing. Yeah.
Look, a great question that we're just probably not going to get an answer to, because it's been missing this entire tournament.
Well, it's fantastic, though, because where this is now slowed down a little bit here, and PRX are forced to consider all avenues. I think actually Sugar Zero is spotted. Seemingly aware of his position here. Forsaken happy to just go on through.
They've got the site. In my mind, they've got the site, unless Laz does that! He snaps them back to reality, puts them out of it. Device gone. Crow still on the back lines. They've held the site again, but the breakthrough on B is the critical part of this. Benkai has found a bit of room. He can maybe cause them to dismantle this C hold that they had, and now they've got options. Spike still to hand, which is so critical for Mind Freak right now.
They have an eternity to wait for both smokes to come back as well. Paranoia available. Look at ZETA. Look at where they're playing right now.
They're in spawn.
They're just waiting. Forcing the hand of PRX.
They're letting them sweat. But again, it's a post-plant and it's PRX. I can't underestimate them. They're still good at it. Now they've heard the utility. They'll know what's coming. And they're sitting so deep. They want
30 seconds left.
Paranoia burnt on the way in as well. Sugar Zero with the Cosmic Divide for this retake could make it very, very interesting.
Spike planted.
And what can ZETA achieve on the way back in as well? We get a no aggression coming through to spawn. PRX, they need this opening kill here. Depth still with the Blade Storm as well.
And away we go, it's quick. Mind Freak can be drawn towards, looking towards Jet, and there's going to be Depth still standing. Benkai overwhelmed and outdone. ZETA, I cannot believe the scenes we have just witnessed.
I'm blown away. I'm absolutely blown away. And again, just another example of ZETA being able to step up to the plate and adjust from a previous performance here. Laz, man, even finding 2 there in that scenario, just completely. And the question being is, I mean, they got smacked so hard in the first half, is what's PRX's approach here? See, initially, no aggression shown on their side. They're going to sit, just wait to greet the hit of ZETA, and actually stacked up as fall through Garage. Find himself safe passage, actually. Nothing noted with the Trailblazer, I don't think.
Is Mind Freak committing on this? Oh, he is. That's quite bold, actually, to try and slip across towards the back of site, sit towards platform, and he's at least allowed Forsaken in now. They're going to try and find a little bit of a mid-fight almost on the round here. Contact made, and HP being chipped away at, melted down, but you can see the crunch coming as well. Jing trying to make a play back around, but Crow turns it, finds Jing, and now look at the HP that remains. Yes, Laz took a fair beating, as did Depp, but Devi, Forsaken, similar scenes.
That's so key, though.
Are they double pumping?
Benkai actually got spotted on the cross there, so they're going to go back towards C.
Oh, this is huge. It wasn't even intended double pump. It's just off the cuff. Mind Freak, you're in danger, buddy. Yeah, there's no escape. Dep's got your number. A quick dip from Forsaken, though, finds 10. And now Devi tries to work back through. Has to clear Garage. Tip top on the list, and now 2. Spike is down. 1 flash. 1 more in 10 seconds, and look how close they are. They're waiting for that reveal. Crow, he's got 1. He's got 3 this round.
They can muster together or scrape together. Again, just the time. Again, how the hell is Jing there? He's got to that position in a perfect spot to backstab, but Crow with all that freedom in mid, I think actually as well, Laz just a little further afield towards double doors, but
they can't stop. It has to be consistent. It has to be the whole way through. I think if you show even just a little bit of vulnerability, PRX will find moments to strike. So again, you've got to stay on this level, which is so hard.
Here.
Just centimeters away. The whole way through this game is just...
The smoke comes through for him, though.
Okay. Gonna fall away from this. It does look like it's leaning towards C still. Keep your mind towards that spike. Still in the hands of Crow.
And nobody actually here to play off this trap either. Can will confirm it, but again, safe passage.
Look at the late lurk. Laz lingers. Still going to do well to find Devi, but it's going to be Forsaken, so we just kept busy. Keeping him locked into this is such a nuisance. Benkai, though, wants in to try and maybe alleviate some of that pressure. Free up his teammate, Laz. That's a good trade. He'll be happy with that. Again, you're going to be taking that every day of the week. Spots him out. Sugar Zero going to dip back to a deeper hold. I don't know if they know 2 of the players are here yet, but they might have a good idea of it. As Sugar Zero has to move forward. Sprays and prays. He gets 1, not the second, as Benkai presented the undesirable job of finding 3 players that are giving you nothing. Flash, smoke, it's all committed. And 12 is beckoning. Depp gets it. It's 12-2 now.
Improbable at this point now. Going to come back in with a very similar purchase here.
It's a bit of a scramble for both sides, isn't it?
But again, ZETA just trying to achieve, which is this deep A lobby control. They go for it here. There's nobody even posted up. Laz in the previous round has just gifted kills for it.
I do want to see if they get any success off this long presence. Again, we did see Forsaken dabble in that before, so surely it's at least somewhere in their mind, but defensive side rotations come in as well to try and mirror the space they've taken, but putting a lot of faith in the likes of Mind Freak here to be able to keep control and do something with this, but they've drawn a great deal of attention. There's a lot of players around this corner.
Zoeta actually looking to re-aggress towards this. Fault line set up for it as well.
Engaging, stunned, unable to do much. Gonna just try and play his life. Dealt with. Crow quickly puts him out of this. Mind Freak overwhelmed, overrun, and the A-side is looking vulnerable, but it has been a bloody battle. They've lost Laz on the way, but they still have 4 standing and a flank coming in as well. Benkai is gonna be behind them, but it's only a stinger. Again, and they hit the brakes. They hit the brakes! They're actually expecting that next layer of aggression, which is not necessarily wrong.
And actually, I mean, with Benkai posted up here,
I'm surprised
I was going to say,
they fell off this.
Why Forsaken was pulling away from A site?
Are they paranoid of mid? Maybe the timing window would have been so slight. Curious read, and now they have to walk back into the unknown. Caught in no man's land, there's so much threat now. Sight is going to be ZETA's, and there's still a man watching the flank. Forsaken has been found. 14 seconds now. Sugar Zero still posted here, waiting for Benkai just to walk around. He's got one, and Devi falls. ZETA's heart is the deadliest weapon. It's 13-2. There was never a world where you say that's the scoreline and on this map.